welcome to the 2023 Roundlet Gaming Wrap. I just want to talk about the games that I played, it's like a digital diary, so I don't have to write it down. I can just talk about it, and then if I ever want to remember in the future, I just rewatch the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future. I played 22 games this year, which is a lot because I usually don't play that many games. So let's start. In January, I finished my Pokemon Y playthrough. Pokemon Y is one of the first Pokemon games that I ever played, and I never finished it 10 years ago, but now I finished it and it was great, and I completed the Pokédex. I did it all. Team Flare is just stupid, and that makes it funny. Then I played a lot of Stardew Valley in January as well because I bought it in December 2022 when it was on sale, and I spent the whole of January just playing Stardew Valley. Even Steam Wrapped, or whatever it's called. Here, look. January was filled with Stardew Valley. And now I don't play it anymore at all. I don't touch that game. I guess I got married and that was it. You get married and then your life ends. There's nothing else to do. I would like to get back into it. There's the mod called Stardew Valley Expanded. I would love to experience that. And also there's just, without any mods, there's new updates coming out still. So maybe I'll go back and replay it next January, which is in like 2 days. Damn, okay, Happy New Year! 2024. Next, we're still in January. I played a game called Lego's Builder Journey. It was free on Epic Games, and I love Lego games. This one's a bit different. It's a puzzle game, and you're like this tiny little character, and you have to find your way around the map. It's really similar to Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, except Lego. I enjoyed it. It's really cute, just like Captain Toad. And speaking of Captain Toad, I also played that in January. I played that in January and February. I still haven't finished it completely because towards the end I got a little bit bored, not gonna lie. So I have a few final levels to do, and then the DLC. I don't know when I'll get to it, whenever I don't feel bored anymore. Next, I'm gonna talk about Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling. I played that from like December until October. It was like on and off, a few hours every week. It's an RPG inspired by Paper Mario, the older Paper Mario. What can I say? I love the characters, I love the storytelling, I love the dialogue. When it comes to RPGs, exploration games where you meet a lot of characters, you have a lot of stories to hear about. My favorite part is exploring the world, which this game has a lot of that, and funny dialogue. Who cares about meeting people if they can't make you laugh? My favorite part about Bug Fables was the beef between Team Snakemouth, which is you, the main three characters that you play as, and Motiva. That was my favorite because Motiva is such a bitch and she thinks she's the main character, but she's not because I am. Then in January, I did a lot of gaming in January. I guess I didn't have a lot of stuff to do. I had a lot of free time apparently because in January I also started playing Zelda Ocarina of Time on the Switch expansion pack thingy, and it was fun. The only Zelda games that I played until then was Breath of the Wild, so Ocarina was kind of my favorite, not my favorite, that wrong word, my second experience playing Zelda. I was waiting for Tears of the Kingdom to come out and I wanted to play another thing. And I enjoyed it. It was a bit hard to figure out. Older games don't really have tutorials. They don't really tell you what to do. You just open the game and you have to figure it out by yourself. So most of the time I was just running around like a headless chicken, not knowing what to do, begging friends to help me. At some point I even just found a guide online and played it like that, and that made it more fun because I felt like I was actually progressing. I only got to like halfway through the game, maybe, because in May my expansion pass expired and I didn't renew. So whenever I decide that I have 40 euros again, maybe I'll get the expansion pass again and maybe I'll finish it. Another game that I started in January and I also still haven't finished is Persona 5 Royal. So I saw RT Game play it when it came out and I watched like a minute of his live stream before I decided I like this and I want to experience it myself. So I closed the stream, bought the game because it was on sale, and then in January I started playing it and I spent the whole month of January just playing Persona 5, and I was still a bit confused because I've never played a game like that and I also didn't realize how long it was. So I finished the first palace in January and then I didn't touch it for a while until June, where I like speedran 3 palaces? 4? Don't remember. Since then I also haven't touched it. Persona 5 Royal is like a game that I, come back to. I take my time with it. I don't force myself to play it. I play it whenever it feels right to play it. It's kind of like The Sims 3, you have a period where it's the only game that you play and then you take like a 2-year break. I guess that's what Persona 5 Royal is for me, but I'm really enjoying it. I love everything about it. Okay, finally we can move on to February, right? So in February, I played a little eShop game that I got for free with my gold coins, and it's called Dadish, where you're a dead radish and all your baby radishes run away from home, and you just have to platform your way into finding them. It's a really cute game. It's free on iPhone, but I got it for free on the Switch, so that's where I played it. It's pixel art, it's really cute. It's just one of those cute games, and it's really fun. I recommend it if you ever find it on sale for like 90 cents and you have gold coins on the eShop, buy the game. You will enjoy it. And then in February, I think that's when they added the Game Boy stuff on the Switch online, and I played Kirby's Dream Land, and that was my first Kirby game ever, and I enjoyed it. It was really cute. I played it in color mode, so Kirby was pink and not just black and white, and I enjoyed it. Enemies were kind of fun. The boss fights were something to figure out, but it was fun to figure out. It was like a fun thing. I enjoyed it, and since then I haven't played a single Kirby game. Maybe I should, I don't know. Another thing that happened in February is Breath of the Wild DLC went on sale. And guess what that means? I bought it. So I did that. I 100%ed Breath of the Wild in February. I finished the story in October of 2022, so February was like, okay, Tears of the Kingdom is coming. I'm not pre-ordering it until I finish Breath of the Wild, and I did, including the DLC. I really enjoyed the DLC. You get to fight all of the Ganon blights again, but they're harder because you're limited on what items you have, and then you fight the goddess. That was really fun. I enjoyed it. The only thing I haven't done is the Master Sword trials because it's just too hard and I won't torture myself with it. I did the first one. I don't need my Master Sword to be at level 60 because I don't play the game anymore. Tears of the Kingdom is out. And then in April, a game came out called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was a whole game released for April Fools. And I'm not a Sonic fan. I haven't played a single game except that one time I played a Sonic racing game on the Xbox 360 on a store kiosk. That's the only Sonic game that I played. But then that one came out and it kind of intrigued me because it's a murder mystery on a train, but also the marketing was good. April Fool's game, Sonic gets murdered? I'm intrigued. I want to try it out, and it was free, so I played that and I really enjoyed it. You gotta find clues and then find the murderer. The plot twist was fun. And then in May, we finally got what we've been waiting for. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It came out, my personal game of the year, my favorite game that I played for the next 5 years. It took me like 2 months to finish. To be fair, in June I took a break to play Persona 5 Royal, but in May and July I played Tears of the Kingdom. I enjoyed it a lot. It's like Breath of the Wild, but more. I didn't know they could make it better. I liked the story, I liked the end. The Ganon fight was cool. I just don't know what to say because there's so much about the game that I love. Like, I just love everything about it. I'm not fully done with it yet. I still have to do almost all side quests, almost all of the Koroks. I have a lot of stuff still to do, but the main story is done and I really enjoyed it, and I'm kind of sad that we're not getting any DLC. It's a bit sad. Especially since Kass is not in the game. And Kass was literally my favorite part about Breath of the Wild. And Kass was also in the Breath of the Wild DLC. He was like a main character there. And then in Tears of the Kingdom there's no Kass, when he gave us the best music in the game. Anyway, I won't cry about it too long. Then in July, another game became free on Epic. Well, Epic gives out free games every week, so like that's nothing new. But rarely does Epic give out a free game that I want to play immediately. And this one was one of them. It's called Murder by Numbers, and it's kind of similar to The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog or Ace Attorney series, where you're basically a detective, somebody died, and then you have to find clues and all that. Except in this one, you have this tiny little friend robot that helps you find clues. And for each clue, you have to solve a Picross puzzle. And I love Picross. It's just something I enjoy. Just like I enjoy Sudoku. It's a thing that I like. So that was a nice mystery game. There's 4 cases that you have to solve. I highly recommend if you like Picross. But if you don't like Picross games, then don't do it. Next, when I was a child, I used to love playing Flash games online on random websites. And my favorite series was Papa's something Ria, aka Papa's Pizzeria, Papa's Burgeria, Papa's Freezeria, and so on. I played literally every single game. I love them all. And this year, they released Papa's Freezeria on Steam. After Flash died, they moved all their games on mobile, but they released one of their most popular ones on Steam as Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. And when I saw that, it was released in March, I think. I found out in August. I bought it immediately without even thinking about it, and I 100%ed it. I did all of it. I'm obsessed. And then I also downloaded Papa's Mocharia on my iPad, where you make coffee. Papa's Freezeria, you make ice cream sundaes. In Papa's Mocharia, you make coffee. It's kind of similar, but kind of different. So those were the games that I enjoyed in August. And they're having a new one coming out next year, but that one is also on iPad. I don't think it's on Steam, unfortunately, because I prefer playing on computer with a mouse, but it's fine, I'll still buy it. And then in August, I also got Ace Attorney Trilogy on Steam because it was on sale, and I did the first case and half of the second, and that was it. I mean, I liked it, but not enough to continue immediately. I'll definitely return to it next year. Then we got to September. I had Super Mario Wonder pre-ordered, but before that came out, I had a month of waiting time. So I decided to play New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U because I've had it since I got the Wii U, and I never finished it because, you know, the New Super Mario Bros. Series burnout is real. But now I finished it this year. I 100%ed it. I got all the star coins, except the special world is just too much. I'm not gonna torture myself with some impossible levels. It's fine. I consider it done. Now I just need to play New Super Luigi U, which I'll do next year. And then in October, Super Mario Wonder came out, and that's my second favorite game of the year. I love the game. It finally made me realize how ugly the New Super Mario Bros. Series actually is because I was in denial. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I made a whole video about it. It's the best game, best Mario game we got so far. I can't wait to see more. Alright, Nintendo, you'll give us more, but not too many, maybe one more before you think of new ideas. Thanks. And then around that time, September, October, don't remember when, Pokemon Violet first DLC came out, so I played that. And now in December, I played the second DLC. And just like Sword and Shield, I like the second DLC better than the first one, although they both kind of felt short. But there's probably a lot of features that I haven't tried out yet. A year after Scarlet and Violet came out, there's still an awful laggy mess, and I wish the Pokemon Company would give Game Freak more time to make their games because they need it. Then around October, or maybe even before that, I started playing Super Paper Mario on the Wii, and it's also one of my favorite games. What can I say? It's so much fun. It's different from other Super Paper Marios because it's not a turn-based RPG. It's more like a 2D platformer with 3D aspects of it. Like you flip to the third dimension and do some extra puzzle stuff. And you also play as Peach and Bowser. You have fun, creative enemies, Count Black, O-Chunks, Mimi, Dimentio. And as all Paper Mario games, there's funny dialogue, and you know that's my favorite part. And then in November, I got Super Mario RPG. Fun fact, the original never released in Europe, so this was the first time that Europeans can play it legally, I guess. I'm kinda slow with it, I'm taking my time. I just made it to Rose Town, I think. I'm that early into the game, and I don't know how long it is, but I feel like I'm halfway through the map. Maybe it's really short, I don't know. But it's fun, I enjoy it. I'm not good at fighting. My timings for blockings and attacks are really bad. The more I practice, the more I'll get better. But in order to practice, I need to play the game. So I need to do that. I'll probably finish it by February, I hope. And also in November, I bought myself Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PlayStation 4. I went on my local gaming shop's website and I saw it for 35 euros. I was like, that's a good deal. I'm getting a used copy of a game for cheaper. I love used games. And then the game arrived and the sticker said 55 euros, so they just sent me a brand new game and I paid 35 for it. So that's fun. So I played the game. I think I got like halfway through it. And then I went to the store in late November, early December, and I saw a PlayStation 5 discounted for a lot of money. It was on sale and I said, okay, this is the year I'm getting a PlayStation 5 because that sale is way too good to say no to. I got the PS5, I took it home. I inserted my Miles Morales for PS4 into the PS5, played the PS5 version for 5 minutes before it told me you can pay an extra 20 to get the ultimate version, and with that you get Spider-Man Remastered for free. So I stopped my Miles Morales playthrough, and now I'm playing through Spider-Man Remastered on the PS5, which I'm almost done with. Another one of my favorite games. So I'm playing some really good games this year. I hope next year is just as successful. I love the game a lot. I'm almost done, and when I'm done, I'll play Miles Morales from the beginning because the stories are connected. Even though I was halfway through Miles Morales, it makes sense to play Remastered first because that's the first story, and then I'll play through Miles Morales, and then whenever Spider-Man 2 goes on sale, because I'm not paying 80 for that, I'll play that one. Those are the games that I played in 2023. Official Roundlet Rep. Game of the Year, Tears of the Kingdom. What games did you play this year? What was your favorite game? Let me know. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!